welcome to Movie Rob. Today we're gonna go down memory lane. Well, for some of us, not everyone is as old as I am, but usually on this channel we do check out retro things. So, welcome aboard. Today we're gonna talk about fast cars, car crashes, you name it, comedy, action, road trip. It can only mean one thing. Burt Reynolds, Sally Field, Jackie Gleason, Smokey and the Bandit. Now, there were 3 of these films in the late 70s and early 80s. They were mega successful, and most important of all, they were a lot of fun. There was no computer graphics at that time, of course, so this was all sheer in-camera stuff. The stuntmen having a field day, going crazy, driving cars, jumping, flipping, crashing, everything. It was absolutely nuts, and people loved it. So buckle up, put your seatbelt on, because now we're gonna check out Smokey and the Bandit.
What we're dealing with here is a complete lack of respect for the law.
Smokey and the Bandit is a fast-paced action comedy starring Burt Reynolds as the Bandit, a charming, rebellious truck driver. The Bandit takes on a high-stakes bet to transport 400 cases of illegal Coors beer from Texas to Georgia in under 28 hours. With his partner, the Snowman, driving the truck and the Bandit acting as a decoy in his flashy Trans Am, the run quickly turns into a wild chase across the South. Complicating the journey is Sheriff Buford T. Justice, played by Jackie Gleason, a relentless and hot-tempered lawman who becomes obsessed with catching the Bandit, especially after the Bandit unknowingly runs off with the sheriff's runaway bride, played by Sally Field. Packed with car chases, humor, and southern swagger, the film became a defining hit of the late 1970s.
This is Smokey and the Bandit, the story about a lazy weekend in Alabama, Texas, Mississippi, Arkansas, Georgia.
Daddy, the top came off.
Smokey and the Bandit, proving once and for all, it's not where you're going that counts, it's who the hell's in back of you.
You've got to duck it. You gotta keep that trucking. Just put that hammer down and give it hell. Eastbound and down.
Smokey and the Bandit was released on May 19, 1977. Made on a $4.3 million budget, it made $127 million at the box office.
Well, I guess you know what you're talking about. But just in case you don't, Snowman's gonna be standing by. Rajo, Rajo. Come on, Trigger! Don't let me down now!
Smokey and the Bandit II reunites the Bandit and Snowman for an even bigger, louder cross-country adventure. This time, the duo is hired to transport a live elephant from Miami to Dallas as part of a publicity stunt. Once again, the Bandit runs interference in his Trans Am, while Snowman handles the heavy load. Naturally, Sheriff Buford T. Justice is back and more determined than ever to catch the Bandit, turning the journey into a chaotic series of chases, crashes, and comedic encounters. Bigger in scale but broader in humor, the sequel leans heavily into slapstick and spectacle, while continuing the high-spirited Southern outlaw fun of the original.
Universal Pictures presents Burt Reynolds, Jerry Reed, Sally Field, Dom DeLuise, Jackie Gleason, and Charlotte in Smokey and the Bandit Part 2. The movie that proves once again it's not what's in your truck that counts, it's who's on your tail.
Smokey and the Bandit 2 was released on August 15, 1980. Made on a production budget of $17 million, it made $66 million at the box office.
Ladies and gentlemen, a message from Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
Smokey and the Bandit Part 3 has a somewhat complex production history. It was produced by Universal Pictures as a continuation of the highly successful franchise, but it marked a significant shift in direction. By the early 1980s, Burt Reynolds was experiencing career and health issues and chose not to appear in the third film, although he did make a brief cameo appearance at the end of the film. The absence of Burt Reynolds as the Bandit would normally shut a picture down, as he is pretty much the main character, but the suits of Hollywood always find a way to go ahead and squeeze out some more cash. As seen in this rare teaser trailer, Sheriff Buford T. Justice explains what the original film was going to be. He explains that the only way to ever catch and defeat the Bandit is for him to become the Bandit himself, thereby becoming his own worst enemy. The film was shot as Smokey is the Bandit, where Jackie Gleason plays both parts, Smokey and the Bandit.
I have succeeded in becoming my own worst enemy, the Bandit. So if you think the first two go-rounds was something, you just watch my smoke this time. Son of a bitch.
This has been Buford T. Justice, asking you to support your local sheriff, because nobody else will. Smokey is the Bandit, Part 3. This sound can mean only one thing. The Bandit is back. And wherever he goes and whatever he does, one thing is sure to follow. Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
As of this instant, Junior, we're in hot pursuit.
But when the film was screened with test audiences, they were all confused at what was going on and didn't understand it. So a decision was made that all scenes where Jackie Gleason plays the Bandit were therefore reshot with Cherry Reed, who plays Snowman in the previous films, in the role as the fake Bandit. The film's title was reverted back to simply Smokey and the Bandit Part 3.
But it ain't over yet.
They never learn.
Smokey and the Bandit, Part 3.
Hot damn you all, I swear.
Released on August 12, 1983, the film struggled to recapture the success of its predecessors, making only $7 million at the box office on a $9 million budget, effectively bringing the original Smokey and the Bandit theatrical series to an end. So there you have it, the craziness of Smokey and the Bandit. Hope you like the content and the channel. If you do, then please subscribe and like, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.